So is Systema real? That's a question that I understand is asked a lot when people see online videos and they say, Systema looks fake, it's not realistic, it's too slow, people aren't really attacking the way they really attack. So let's step back for a moment and just look at martial arts, combat arts, self-defense. I think most people would agree that there's different components to an effective self-defense martial arts system. One is situational awareness, just being aware of your environment as far as potential risks and dangers and safety, and people the same way, people that appear to maybe be dangerous or people that maybe could help you. So that's one component. Another component is learning to manage our own body, mind, emotional state, breathing, if you will, so we can show up in the best way to deal with whatever situation. And that's a very powerful self-awareness, self-management component of training. Another component is people skills. How do we interact with other people? How do we pick up cues from people? How do we diffuse, de-escalate, all these type of people skills? And then I think the one that people are probably alluding to is the physical combat, physical fighting arts, if you will. And so when you look at martial arts, if you put weapons aside for a second, there's striking, there's takedowns, and there's wrestling, more or less. Those are the main components of martial arts. So the way that you punch, the way that you kick, the way that you block, the way that you wrestle, you can do it with full tension, you could do it sloppy, or you could do it the appropriate amount of tension for the moment. The amount of tension, the amount that the person that's attacking you with, it could be full out surprise attacks, it could be hey, I'm gonna punch you like this in slow motion. So there's all different ways of doing it. I think the big thing that people are seeing, and that I think can be true, like any martial art, like for example, when I did a lot of taekwondo and tang sudo, I kept my hands down when I did a lot of kicking. And then when I did some boxing, I got punched in the face a lot, and then the boxer said, hey, you gotta keep your hands up. So I learned that from them. When I sparred a Thai boxer, I didn't know about kicking the legs, and it was hard to walk for a little while because he kicked me in the legs so much. So they taught me that. In jiu-jitsu, when I first started Brazilian jiu-jitsu, I wasn't aware of the striking in wrestling, so I had people on my guard and my face was wide open. I wasn't being aware of striking. So looking at Systema, one of the main things that Systema is teaching us is learning how to move correctly for us and how to trust the intuition and adaptability of our body. And so to help create that, many times the drills will be slow, and many times the person attacking will be slow because we're trying to learn how to move. Now, for example, for me, I'm 60 years old. My body got really beat up in martial arts. About 20 years ago, I was gonna stop martial arts. And then when I was introduced to Systema, it helped me heal a lot of my injuries. And today I move better than I've ever moved, but I don't go hardcore, full out, full speed, as much as would be recommended if you were focusing purely on physical self-defense. It's just my body can't handle it today to that level, nor do I feel motivated to train with such intensity, but I love training. I still do Systema, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Tai Chi, karate, whatever it is, but I'm trying to move in a healthier way for my body. So the question for all of us is, if we're interested in martial arts, how do we want to move? Do we want to move with tension, rigidity, sloppiness, or with the appropriate tension, tension in our body for whatever we're doing, the quality of breathing, our mindset, and then also, if you look at life, we all want to be happy. We want to have healthy relationships. We want to be successful. To me, Systema helps me move my body, breathe, show up in the moment in a healthier way. So is Systema real? Is it fake? I would say that if you are interested in martial arts and you want to go full speed and full power, you can apply Systema to that. There's tons of videos of people doing that. And there's also plenty of instructors that teach it that love to do that as well. So find the right instructor for you or whatever you're interested in. But I think it's important for all of us as human beings to give something a try, to see our own experience of it. And then if you go train with someone that's really good, like say our teacher Vladimir Vasilyov, who's coming to Austin in January, if you train with him, you're like, oh wow, this helps me be a better person, a better martial artist, great. If it doesn't, great, then you know firsthand. So anyhow, I just wanted to kind of say, from my perspective of doing martial arts for decades, I'm not like a tough guy, I'm not a street fighter, I'm not, there's plenty of people that don't do any martial arts that are street fighters that can beat up tons of martial artists. So if that's the sole point of it, then I don't know, maybe for you, you don't need any martial arts, you're just really tough in that way. But if you're interested in a martial art that can help you move and live better and can also, I think, enhance whatever martial arts you're doing, I would highly recommend Systema. Just a wonderful way of moving and living and breathing and interacting with your partners. So check out, you can go to Vladimir up in Toronto. There's lots of Systema instructors throughout the world. And also we're hosting Vladimir in Austin on January 31st and February 1st. And we'll go over a lot of the essence of the deeper layers of Systema and how to apply it to life and martial arts.